I'm Faiz, and I'm the Director CEO of Numax CloudTech. What we are trying to solve is there's a lot of manual activity involved in the freight forward industry, right? So we understand, okay, that this industry has a lot of data elements which are manual, which has a lot of paperwork. How can we first of all digitally transform this? And there are a lot of software players in this market which really do not solve this problem. So the idea was born then and there itself, like first of all, how we could digitally transform this industry by launching our own product, and then cap it off with all the latest of AI, ML innovation into this. When you are starting up, you definitely have to look at a partner in the cloud space. I really did a good evaluation of all the cloud offerings. So one thing that I realized was I had to make decision based on 3 factors. So the effect on the mind, on the heart, and also on your stomach, right? So we are very clear that, okay, DigitalOcean, when it launched, was giving SSDs, whereas the competitors were not. This was purely a mind game, I believed. And I fell for it, no doubt. Plus, we are talking about the experience. I still remember the first page that I landed on DigitalOcean talked about click, 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 your droplets are ready. And that was a huge statement. Now coming to the hard part. The hard part was where DigitalOcean actually built a community through their open source documentation. I really didn't understand why this was happening or why DigitalOcean was driving this, but it had a very good effect because as a digital entrepreneur, a tech entrepreneur, you want those kind of good articles to really start off with. You don't have to bank on heavy consulting fees. So that really helped us. So I think these 2 parts were clear. But the third and the most important part was the stomach or your gut. I mean, if you can satisfy that, then I think you supersede these 2. DigitalOcean at that time didn't sell heavily. Like $10, $20 per month. It in fact was selling maybe like $5, right? I think that's where DigitalOcean started. $5, 512 MB of RAM, that was good enough to start. And I also realized that Digital also reacted when there were other vendors who came into the picture offering for $2.50. And DigitalOcean actually doubled their offerings by giving double memory, double CPU for the same $5. So I think these 3 factors actually enabled me to normalize into this, okay, this is the cloud vendor that I can go after as a partner, not short term, but long term. And I think that really worked out because we looked at the API documentation, which was really necessary because as we were trying to scale, we wanted to see how flexibility DigitalOcean APIs provided, right? So we did our own orchestration of the entire stack. I mean, we are more of a multi-tenant architecture. We need multiple VMs. How could we just automate everything? So it was already DigitalOcean is automating. We are automating on top of that. So it was like pretty much zero ops for us. And that really saved us a lot of time and also saved us a lot of money. You have more empathy towards DigitalOcean. So my first startup, like in EdTech space, got grants, and DigitalOcean was one of the partners of that accelerator, and that's how we got onboarded to DigitalOcean. Then later on, I started a new startup in the logistic space, and I just contacted DigitalOcean saying, hey, I'm not part of accelerator, but I know the Hatch program, and I think I will need this for the new startup. And the next message I get is, take your grants. For a second time, not being an accelerator. So I think that kind of emotion really runs high. And I think, yes, DigitalOcean is getting more business from us, but I think that token of appreciation really works both ways. So I'm glad to have DigitalOcean as a partner. It really works. I really hope they grow because I see the lot of direction that they're moving are some of the aspects which I really want in a cloud partner, right? So we talk about Kubernetes, we talked about managed databases, which I think we are recommending to our own customers. So now I think it's give back time, and I'm happy to be part of that.